So I thought it would be interesting to talk about how I decided to upgrade my 12 Pro Max in an iPhone 14 world by upgrading to a 13 mini. Why would you do that? I mean, this phone is bigger, better battery, better screen, bigger screen. This thing's so tiny. The 14's available. It's got the island on there. The 15's about to come out. Why would you do this? Well, let's talk about the 12 for a second. Let me scoot that out of this way for a minute. So when I bought this thing, I wanted the greatest phone, best phone available. And this was it. It had a big OLED screen. It had a long battery life. It had 3 cameras on there, including a telephoto and this LiDAR thing, which it just seemed really cool. So I bought it, and what was even better is AT&T was offering this deal where I could get this $1,100 phone for $400. I mean, why wouldn't I do that? The catch with that was I was locked into AT&T for 3 years making payments on it at a discounted rate. Now, I had this phone, I think I got it in early 2021, and it was about the end of 2022 where I really felt like this was not the phone for me. It's too heavy, it slips out of my hands really easily. I have a hard time reaching the whole phone with my thumb, and it would hang out of my pockets. My daughter even once stole it out of my pocket at the airport just to see if I would notice, which I didn't. I go cycling a lot, and it doesn't fit in my cycling jersey pockets. It doesn't fit in any of the bags that are available that, you know, where you can kind of reach in, pull the phone out real quick. I have to pack it up. It's just too big. I never really wind up using much of the telephoto lens at all. It didn't do much for me. I mean, it was just more of a hassle than anything else to carry it around. Then I noticed that the 14 was coming out, and nothing about the 14 really motivated me. I mean, 2 of the 4 phones were as big as this one. The others were, you know, just gimmicky. They didn't really seem like much of an upgrade even from the 12. The 15's due out soon, but it's going to have like a giant photo bump on it, and I'm not really, you know, that much into photography that I would think I need to have the latest and greatest phone. So none of the 15's are motivating me either. And then I noticed that, you know, both my son-in-laws and my mom, they all had the iPhone 13 mini, and they thought it was great. So I started really looking into it. And here it is right here. The form factor fit me really well. The phone is smaller. I can reach the whole phone with one hand. It's super light. I like the color. The cameras that are on the back. Okay, yes, it's missing the telephoto lens, but these 2 lenses here are the same as the 2 lenses on the 12 Pro Max. It doesn't have the LiDAR, but that's fine. I don't care. I never really used it. So, granted, here's the 2 phones. The screen's bigger on the 12, obviously. It's got the telephoto lens and the better battery, but, you know, 2 of those 3 things, whatever. The iPhone 13's actually got a better chip than the 12. The strength of the screen, you know, for when it comes to cracks and whatnot, is better on the 13 than on the 12. It's lighter. It's got this cinematic feature when you make videos where you can, if you take a video with the cinematic on, the subject is sharp and the background is blurry, which is kind of cool. Both have fast charging. The other differences between these 2, outside of what I've already mentioned, to me, to my use case, is pretty insignificant, so I didn't really care. So this was really intriguing to me. And since the 14 was out, the price of the 13 dropped $100. And when I take that price and I apply like the 3% discount you get on the credit card for buying an Apple device with Apple Pay, and some of the cash I built up on my credit card, I was able to knock this $600 phone down to about $480, which, you know, was even better. So now I've got this little phone that fits in my hand real well. It fits in my pockets. It's hardly noticeable because it's so light. And I don't know, this really works for me. If you're somebody like me who has this 12 Pro Max but thinks it's way too big and you're looking for an alternative, I think this 13 mini is a good choice. I'm really happy with how things are going with it right now. Now, Granted, the battery is short, but what do I care? I've got this MagSafe charger. I just put it right on there. I don't know if I can see it on the camera or not, but you know, I just sit it here while I work and it charges up. You know, I never sweat for a charge. If I find myself out and I realize that my charge is really starting to drop, well, maybe I'll invest in one of those little MagSafe portable chargers you can put on the back of the phone. But for now, I think this is the winner. And like I said, if you're like me and you're trying to come up with an alternative, the 13 mini might be the choice for you. I know that the 14 didn't have a mini, and it replaced the mini with a plus size phone. The 15 is probably not going to have a mini. They're probably going to continue with the 2 regular sizes and the 2 larger sizes. So I don't know. I think this is a good choice. If you agree, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. If you think I'm missing the boat completely, let me know as well. So anyway, that's all I really have for you. If you're interested in this kind of content or cycling or tech and whatever, go ahead and give me a subscribe. Otherwise, you know, I'll see you in the next video. All right, take it easy.